I can't say it using slightly different words. I've been doing a lot of radio press lately because I'm doing a lesbian event in a couple of weeks, and the first question that people ask me is, how difficult is it to work in this town as a lesbian actress? Looking for the negative aspect, and I said, well, I don't present myself as a lesbian actress. I present myself as an actress. And so this whole idea of, if I want to say that I'm being held back, which if I am, it's behind my back. If I'm being held back by somebody else and I have to fight that discrimination, it makes me just want to take a nap. And it also makes me into a crazy person. I mean, I have enough ambivalence as it is. I don't have a need to make my mark. I don't have that so much. I love to work, and I love to be challenged, and I love working with other people. But I'd be okay if I didn't have to. And I don't have kids or anything, so I guess I'm an empty person. I have a couple of dogs, but sometimes my ambivalence shocks me. And someone will say, don't you want to be in your own movie where you get to star in it? And I say, sure. Do you have any ideas? Not really. And that's okay. And I do sit around and wait for the phone to ring, and luckily it does. I used to have a lot more fire, didn't I, Jill?
Yeah.
Back when we were younger, we used to do a lot of stuff together when we were younger. But I don't know if I'm depressed. But I don't have goals anymore. That's not good, is it? I don't. I have no goals. But I'm really happy. And this idea of our own glass ceilings, and I do confront that because I have two guys that I'm working with who could be women. They're so feminine. And I don't mean that they're gay. They just come from a very feminine place, and we just really, hit it off, and we've got a movie idea, and we're actually getting pitches, and I pitched a movie like 3 times this last week with me as the lead. And it kind of made me feel ridiculous, and also it's pretty fun to do. And I really don't have much attachment to it. But yeah, there's something wrong with me. I got some problems. Actually, I'm very happy with where I'm at, and I'm not as identified with success, and I don't know if that means that I'm going to start not working anymore. But I don't need to make my mark, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I just take it a day at a time, and I love what I do. And every once in a while, there's a voice in my head that says, "You got to get out there," and that makes me a crazy person.
Then you go to the Starbucks.
Right. Then I go get jacked up on a quad latte. So anyway, I love this discussion. So when I got this email, I said to Jill, this is exactly the way I would like to talk about this thing. I don't want to talk about being a man and a woman in a man's world, and that we have to fight their rules, but I do think it's a man's world, and that's okay. I think it's set up for that kind of maybe male success. And the reason our voice isn't heard, maybe we don't need it to be heard so much. We're kind of the quiet creators, and we have so much power in the fact that we, can give birth, and it'd be nice if it was valued a little bit more. But anyway, I have nothing else to say. I'm going to start repeating myself. Go ahead, Angela.